Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 12.12.2025. Current time is 06:19 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside this Friday morning. Thank God it's Friday. We made it. And uh, the weekend is here. As far as for me, it is. For those working stiffs out there, you got to get through the 8 hour job, and um, weekends here for you and stuff. But we're starting a hashtag positive start today. Hashtag PSTTD, and we have the morning coffee here as far as that goes. And Jack's over there deciding what's up in the window. He's over here. But I am your host, Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich here for the Friday morning coffee. We do this 3 times a week: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And here on Rumble, using Rumble Studios, and we have a network of 7 channels. We currently have 2 people on Rumble, 1 person on local, nobody on YouTube yet, 2 people on Twitch, nobody on Facebook, and X, we have 2 people, and this is Kick. Let's check Kick. And why are we on Kick? Just for kicks. We had a couple people. We usually have a couple people there that pop in and stuff. Nobody there yet. And over on the public Facebook, Kick and public Facebook, I do not get comments, as well as X Live. And for X Live, I have my tablet monitoring the chat there. So I'm on X Live. We see 2 people there on the tablet. It confirms with the, let's see. Let's go. We're going to Fireman Rich. That's right. And there's the little red circle. There's the sound. That's good sound. And there's Tony D. And he's on the Facebook, so he's making the rounds here. He's going to be coming up here shortly. I see the happy face. Wednesday, I did something here. I can bring in the comments. Oh, there's Tony. Let me bring in Tony's. Bring in the. I'm going to put this on the Rumble side as far as the Rumble comment. I'm making. This is what I see on Tony's on the Facebook. This is via Facebook Live. Facebook. And this is how I'm going to bring in the comments from those the other platforms if I do see them. And this is what Tony posted on Facebook Live. He goes from Tony D. He did the happy salute face right there. There he goes. Salute to you on the Rumble side or on the Facebook Live, Tony. That's your comment. See, we could still bring in the comments. I just got to copy and paste them. But good morning to our Jersey girl, Tina. Good morning. Hope all is well with you down there in central New Jersey. And what's going on here with this doodad here? It says we're live, so what's going on there? Let's restart this, I guess. I have this on the Rumble back here. Huh. Okay, we'll just see if that works. I got it on live, but good morning, Tina, and there's Tony over there giving us the salute over on the YouTube side. Thank you, and there he is on the Rumble. Salute to you, my friend. Positive hashtag PSTTD, and good morning to the Mr. Mrs. says good morning. It's almost a standard thing before I even push the go live button. Say good morning to everybody. So she's beating you to the punch there, I guess. And then Tony and the missus says good morning to you, Tina. Thank you. And Tony's saying hi to Tina, and or no, Tony's saying hi to Tina. Yeah, and then Tina's saying hi back over there on the Twitch. And we're caught up there, and it is Friday, and it's good. I've run just a tad late, just got up. I don't know what's going on there. I'm gonna have to reset this here. That's bugging me. I'm used to seeing the. Let's go ahead and restart it all the way from the start here. Let's go ahead and bring up the Rumble channel. There's the Rumble. And this is on the Roku on the back here. I got the Fireman Rich broadcasting channel here on the Roku. There it is. There's my page. I actually there's two channels. I got it's Fireman Rich broadcasts. There we go. And there we go. There's the live one. So and they have an app on Roku. So I use the app on Roku. Okay, we'll see what that goes through. We'll get to past the commercials, but we are getting our day started here on this Friday, and I hope everybody had a good week. I had a fair week. We got a couple things going. We got a DIY project going on right now in the bathroom. Our toilet. I ended up changing there was what the water line that connects to the toilet was leaking from underneath there. So I thought it was the flexible tube that goes down to the water shut off, and I changed that out. But what I found is between the first floor in the basement, or first floor of the bathroom to the basement, there's like the pipe or the flexible water tubing there that supplies the water to the toilet is connected to a 3-inch galvanized pipe that goes in between the floor, and then another flexible pipe is connected down under the basement into the water where the water shut up for the bath for the toilet. And I'm looking at this. It's like so I ended up getting a long flexible tube, stuck it through the hole to go all the way back. We're going to caulk the hole around that, and then connect it in. And you figured job is done. Well, there was still just a couple drops coming out from the underneath, and we had put some plumber's putty underneath the water supply riser that's inside the tank to seal it, and it did take. So I think we have a crack in the seal, so we have to get another part. So it's an ongoing, continuing. What turned out to be just I thought I was just going to change a water line. Now I have to get a part for the toilet to replace it on the inside because we've had this. Now this toilet's about 20 years old. We've had this. This is our second one. We had the original one, and I know I changed the insides on that before, and it's all plastic. Over years of water degrades, so I got to do that. We got to go down to the hardware stores to see if we can find one of those. And no, I have Teflon. Oh, there. Hey, good morning, Tim Fan 40. Good morning from our resident contractor, and yo to you. And he's saying good morning to all on the YouTube side. And he says use Teflon. I did on where I put the pipe connections. I use Teflon tape, but this is on the actual unit that sits. And we sealed. We put plumber's putty underneath, and it's not on the things because the putter. You know how you squash it. Well, you just put the sink in, the new cabinets and sink. So that works great. So it's the same principle, but it's not sealing it, Tim. And then once the water is all the way down, once you do a flush and I turn the water off, the leaking stop. So and Tim Fan or Tina's saying good morning to Tim Fan. And let's see, it's probably the nipple on the toilet itself where water lines connect. No, that's a brand new line. I think it's the actual stanchion. I got to replace that. And the one I'm looking at has a rubberized washer. Okay, this one didn't have that washer, so it's just like when the line is under pressure, there's like a small drip. Like every 30 seconds, there's a small drip. And we have used the spray. We used the spray stuff, the spray sealant before we put it all together and stuff. And there's still water's going to travel. Rubber gasket. Well, I don't. I'm trying to remember if this one had a rubber gasket, and I'm going to see when I take it out again because the water. Well, the old water line that went from the bottom of the toilet down to the galvanized steel pipe that I took out. I mean that was jerry rigged. I'm saying what the hell is this? Because we had a partial redone of the bathroom was about 10 years ago, and the contractor that put it in there I think Uh, I hate to say this, Tim, but she said he was probably smoking too much weed when he put that. It's a Galvan. I said, what the hell? Why not just get an extra long one, stick it right all the way through? Because the shutoff is down below. I could put a shutoff up top, which I'll probably eventually do and stuff like that. But I had to get that galvanized steel pipe out of there, and it just wasn't working. So the line is all new going from the toilet there. The leak is right now on that unit that's inside the toilet tank. And we're going to go down and get a new one. And it's what is it called? Uh, it's a, it's a Flush-O-Matic. And the part number on top was M26615. And I referenced that. And it has a whole bunch of them. I see one there for $15. It has a rubber seal. And that should take care of that. So, but I think you're right. The rubber seal, rubber gasket is bad. We need a rubber gasket in there because the water, and like I said, with the water, we have the water turned off, and when the water, you have that like 1 or 2 inches of water that sits there that doesn't totally flush. Um, there's no dripping after that, so the crack is above that inside the unit somewhere. So yeah, inside the toilet, exactly, Tim. And hey, I smoke weed, but do things right. Yeah, well, you're pretty conscientious, Tim, as far as from the conversations we had about your contract, and I can tell that there's nothing wrong with smoking weed. This guy, though, he's had he's got a reputation. He smokes maybe a little bit too much and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. He's a good guy, though. Okay, he's a good guy. He's an okay guy and stuff like that. But he could have. I guess he could have done a better job because we're finding that the plywood that he laid down, that when the tile was laid, one spot. I think he used too thick of plywood as far as I could, and I think we bought the plywood per his instructions though too. But anyway, that's what we got going on today. That was an all day thing yesterday, and as far as other things that we have, we're doing this week. So it's been a busy week as far as that goes. So I'm glad the weekend's here and such. And I hope you all had a good week thus far. And I only smoke. Oh, that's good. That's good. You get a good night's sleep then. That's good. That's good. No, it's no my older brother. He smoked back in the day. He got arrested for having less than an ounce of pot. This is back in 1970. My father took him into jail. He said he didn't get arrested. He took him in and they booked him right there. And that was probably for his benefit because the parent, I guess back then, that's when Rockefeller, he could have gone to jail for 10 years under Governor Rockefeller's New York State no tolerance for even marijuana back then. It was pretty harsh and stuff like that. But my father took him in and, to, say, hey, you need to do that. He used too much mortar probably. Then again, Tim, this is an old house. This house is 100 years old. It could be a little bit of, uh, and that could very well be so. But it was, I don't know. Would mortar show up? The unevenness. When did that show up? About like 2 or 3 years after in the bathroom, that little crack, or the unevening.
Oh no! As soon as he was done.
Oh, was he? Oh, it was okay. So Tim's saying maybe he put too much mortar underneath.
No, he said, "Oh, you can always get floor leveler to put in there." Well, yeah. I tried that, but I'm not an expert.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the floor level to level it out a little bit more before the tile, because the missus did the tile. She did an outstanding job, but you just see that it's Tim Fan40's giving me some contracting suggestions.
Yeah, why don't you come here and be our contractor?
You can come here and be our contractor. As far as that goes. And Tim says, right, yeah. So we got an eye going. But I'm glad I changed the piping out because that galvanized steel, it took me longer to take that galvanized. It was a 3-inch galvanized. And I'm like, the one side going from the bathroom floor up to the toilet, I couldn't even wrench that. I had to cut the plastic and then try and then disconnect it from it out. And when I'm wrenching it, it's screwing up. So I screwed it out of its hole. And it's just like, it was just I just looked at it. I was like, this is a jerry rig. Why didn't he just put the plastic hole all the way through? Floors need to be perfectly level. Yeah, for the most part, They are, but like I said, it's an old house, and you got some sides that are a little bit, it's a 100-year-old house, Tim.
More than 100.
Well, more than 100, yeah, yeah. As far as that goes, it was built before 19. I think it was built right around 1911, from what the abstract set tells us. Um, yeah, floors need to be perfectly level. Yeah. So that's what we got going today, and we'll get that done. So I'll have a good weekend and stuff like that. But I hope you all are all set for a good weekend. Like I said, this has been the first week where there's a lot of stuff going on, taken care of. I only got a couple walks in, and Tim Fan says, "Yep, okay," because it's been cold out. It's been cold out, and I didn't get any walk in yesterday because I went to the grocery store with the missus, and when she was in the grocery store, I went to the hardware store to get the one long pipe. But when we came back and I started working on it right after lunch, um, I saw that no, this is going to be a little bit more than what it is. As far as I got to get that pipe out, and I got to get another pipe. I had to connect the long flexible tubing that went down because it was still about maybe 8 inches short of the connection. But that's a 3/8 connection, so I had to get a double male, connect that, and get another hose, and then connect it in, and that was the easy peasy part as far as that goes. That was just self explanatory. But and then we dried out the thing, sealed. We figured, okay, we might as well seal it up while we have all the water out, and then we put it back together, and then we still got that one little leak. So um, it's it's annoying, that one annoying. You could put a bucket over there, and it'd probably take a month for it to fill the bucket up and stuff like that. But you try not to have any leaks in your house and stuff. But we're going to take care of that today. That's what's on the agenda for today. So I may not get a walk in today, and I think this week I only walked Monday. It was cold, but I walked Monday. But Tuesday was single digits, and then I walked Wednesday. So I got 2 days in a row. So that's okay. It's just I'm doing a lot of walking around in the store as far as that goes. So what do we got here? I got some messages here. What do we got? Oh, okay, Tina, I got you. You got my message. So you picked Seattle. Okay, yeah, I was updating for week 15 on my worksheet there for the win losses, and I saw that you had 15, and I saw that I saw your DM a couple days ago, and well, no, I don't want that. Let me get rid of that. Let's get rid of it. Oh, let's see. I don't want to close all. Let's see. I just want to close that. I don't need that game up. And I just saw 15. I didn't even look at anything NFL wise until last night and stuff like that. Which and I'm just finding out this morning who won last night's game, which I lost on my pick. I picked the Bucks and who did the Bucks play? Oh, the Falcons. The Falcons. I guess it was a close game. They won by 1 point. So we'll get to that when we get to sports. So okay, let's see. How come that's not going? Okay, we're good on the Rumble but in the back there. Okay, we're good on X, and let me check Kick one more time here before we continue. And we now have one person on Kick there, so thank you very much, Kick. I don't know what's going on with this thing here. Okay. Okay, and we got one. I'm just recommending we got one person on Kick, so thank you very much. And again, we have two people on Rumble, one person on Locals, one person on YouTube. That's Tim Fan 40. We got Tony and Tina over there with 4 people total on Twitch. Nobody on Facebook. We got 2 people on X Live, and we got one person on Local. Now, chat will not come in on Facebook, X Live, or Kick, so I have to check those periodically here as far as that goes. So and we don't have any. Okay, there's no chat. Okay, I'll see the chat from X Live because, like I said, I have the tablet right here. This is on X Live right here. Okay, so everybody, we're starting a new day here, and we'll see what the day brings as far as that goes. But the weather-wise, I don't know. It wasn't too bad. It was in the the 20s and stuff like that yesterday, but um, it's just so early for the coldness as far as that goes. But current temperature at this point, holy crap, is that right? It dropped 3 degrees. I started out at 19, and I'm seeing 16 degrees Fahrenheit now. 16 degrees Fahrenheit. 16 degrees Fahrenheit equates to, no, not one. 16 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 8 degrees Celsius. So it's cold out. And yesterday, it seemed cold. It probably was in the mid 20s, but it felt like it was in the teens because the wind chill factor, the wind. So this is a very unusual December as far as this is January, end of January, February temperatures right here. But we're going to have some sunshine and clouds mixed, and a few flurries and snow showers possible with the lake effect. High at 31 degrees Fahrenheit. So we got like another 16 degree, 15 degrees, 14 degrees to jump up to. Winds out of the west 10 to 15 miles an hour. I don't see the grassy stuff moving back and forth. So currently here the winds are calm, but they can get up as high as 10 to 15 miles per hour. And that's when it gets up past 10 miles an hour, the temperature drops to like an extra anywhere from 5 to 8 degrees and stuff like that with the wind chill. Sunrow will be rising this morning at 0725, which is in about 45 minutes. It's currently 6:40 right now, so 7:25 a.m. the sun will be rising, and the sun will be setting at we're stuck at 4:35. So for me, the sun has been going down at 4:10 this week. I don't think it, it just it's going to rise or set at 4:30. But when the mountains, I always talk about the mountains in the background there. Let's see. Our world times and temperatures as I speak. Let me bring that up. Starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 1:41 a.m. in Honolulu. Cloudy skies, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a nice temperature right there. In Phoenix, Arizona at 4:41 a.m. currently. Clear skies, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. In the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, 50 at 5:41 a.m. Cloudy skies, little clearing, 23 degrees Fahrenheit there. In New York City, the concrete jungle, clear skies in New York City, 27 degrees Fahrenheit. And let's see, in central New Jersey, where our Jersey girl Tina is from, we have it's going to be 36 for the high, 21 for the low. Clear skies in New Jersey. No more rain for change, right? I guess you guys had enough rain. So that's what we have in central New Jersey. Down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, Tony's letting us know it's currently 32 degrees Fahrenheit down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. 64 for the high, 32 for the low. Clear skies down there. And as we're skipping across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean at 11:42 to London, UK, 54 degrees Fahrenheit, cloudy skies. In Milan, Italia, it's mangia, mangia, mangia. Lunchtime in Milan, beautiful city. Sunny and clear, 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Love Milan. I was only there once, and it's a great city. Great city. Let's see. Most of the places in northern Italy are great. That's just my take. Okay. Skipping over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, where I have not been to. At 7:43 p.m. in their evening. Raining in Kuala Lumpur, but it's 81 degrees Fahrenheit. That's probably a humid 81. In Tokyo, Japan, which I have been to, I lived in Japan for about almost 4 years there. My last duty assignment in the United States Air Force when I got out in 1997. We have clear skies in Tokyo. All roads lead to Tokyo, they say in Japan, and they do. Once you get stuck in traffic for one time, that's all it takes. And you go, wow. But let's see. Clear skies in Tokyo, 39 degrees Fahrenheit. And down under on the great continent, great country of Australia, great friend and ally Australia is. In Melbourne, clear skies at 10:43 p.m. in their late evening, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Sydney, Australia, 10:43 p.m. in their evening, um, somewhat clear skies with passing clouds, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. And let's see, we have the national. No, we're going to do the thought for the day. Our thought for the day. That's right. Our thought for the day comes from what is it? Amelia Earhart, an American aviator and pioneer who disappeared over the Pacific back in 1937 while attempting to circumnavigate the globe. Earhart was a groundbreaking figure in aviation and women's rights. She was the first woman to receive the Distinguished Flying Cross from Congress for her heroism and achievements in flight. Earhart was also counselor for women in and an aeronautical lecturer. So she lectured. Her quote and our thought for today. Well, what's this chat? What do we got here? Oh, that's Tina's chat. Okay. Yeah, okay. I got that. Thanks there, Tina. Thank you. You know, one thing I noticed on this, they changed the DM to chat. When you're on the, when I'm using the phone to look at my X, you cannot, like what I'm doing right now, I'm giving a thumbs up to Tina's chat that she picked Seattle and said thanks. You can't do that on the phone, and I just sent that to you, Tina. The thumbs up. I did that from the. You can do it on the desktop, but you can't do it on the via the app. Okay, Amelia Earhart's thought for the day, or quote, and our thought: the most effective way to do it is to do it. It's something you would think, maybe that's where Nike got that. Just do it. The most effective way to do it is to do it. You don't know until you do it. You can't just sit again like a bump on the log and think that it's going to take place. As far as that goes, her meaning is that action overcomes inaction. That's right. Just do it. Don't sit there. That's the most effective way of getting something done or start something. Like yesterday, I started fixing the toilet there and stuff. I'm not just going to let it sit there and it's going to fix itself. No, you got to do it. That's the most effective way to get that done is to do it. Is to do it. Instead of getting stuck in planning, fear of overthinking, don't overthink. The quickest path of achievement is simply starting and moving forward. There's that moving forward again. That's my narrative, my theme, moving forward. Allowing clarity and progress to emerge through doing, not just thinking, encouraging courage over hesitation. Sometimes we're afraid to do things like I think before being a homeowner, I would be afraid to attempt to do something on the toilet. I said, I don't know this stuff. You don't know until you do it. It's just like this ceiling here. Me and the missus did the ceiling tile. We needed a new ceiling. We did it. The kitchen out there, the kitchen cabinets that we installed with a new sink, we did it. We just didn't, we could have got a contractor to do it, and that's what my plans were. But the thing is, the most effective way to do it is to do it. I like that. That's an outstanding quote. And I've got examples of that, and as far as that goes. So Tina says she was right. Yeah, you can't get any simpler than that. Don't just sit there. It's not going to, And like I said, I have actual examples of me being able to do something that I didn't think I was able to do, especially the ceiling or the kitchen cabinets. I see that work, and I'm thinking, I need to get someone like Tim Fanforti over here, contractor. My 17 years I worked at the day job after I worked at Endicott IBM. I interfaced with contractors on a daily basis. I mean, there was so much programs and projects going on. There was probably, I would say, a quarter of the population of where I worked at was probably contractors. because there's always something, because the company couldn't just do it. They had to get the low, and it helped. And they were indirectly, they were employees of the. I don't know, but uh, I'm just looking at that aspect as far as you as a homeowner do things. You're overwhelmed sometimes, so you call a contractor, and then you're fighting with the contractor. But if you can do it yourself, just do it. That's what I did as far as that goes. And I got examples that I can see daily. And once we get the toilet fixed today, there's another example and stuff. Hopefully, I won't have to touch the toilet for another 20 years. Because I think, yeah, it's been about almost, I'd say pushing close to 20 years when we changed the toilet out and stuff like that. It's been a pretty solid toilet as far as that. But the water, over time, these parts are plastic, so it's going to deteriorate and stuff like that. Okay, let's see. Our National Day today. We have several. We have, let's see, National Salesperson Day. No, I despise salespeople. I don't think I cannot give an example of a good salesperson right off the top of my head. There's probably one. Let's see, National Ding-a-ling Day. Okay, ding-a-ling, call up Santa Claus on the phone. National Poinsettia Day. Well, you can see where the theme is coming. Christmas is next week. No, Christmas is in 1.5 weeks, about 1.5 weeks, under 2 weeks here, less than 2 weeks. National Poinsettia. I haven't seen any poinsettias. I've seen a lot of Christmas trees out, and actually, when we came out of the grocery store yesterday, we're coming out, and then the missus goes, "Oh, there's the little white tree." And I looked over. There's a little white. Were those artificial?
What?
The white trees there at Price Chopper?
No.
Okay, they were an artificial, but they look nice. Do you know what the price was?
I think $35.
Okay, 35. I could spend $35 on that. You want to go pick one up?
No, we're going the other direction.
Okay. We're going the other direction to the hardware store. But there's things, they're just pop. I mean, when I went to the hardware store, they had they didn't have the Salvation Army. They had a little bucket, Salvation Army bucket, to where you could put. So I put some donation. That's Christmas for me. Christmas, the holiday season is here, and we also have something else that happens. It's National Ambrosia Day. I'm not too much of a fan of National Ambrosia Day, as far as that goes. And Tina says, I got 2 poinsettias, beautiful yeah, okay. We can't have them because of the cats. We have cat. If you have animals, you don't want to have poinsettias. I don't know. What about dogs?
No, they're poisonous.
Okay, just be careful with the what's the dog's name there, Tina? Be careful the poinsettia around the dog, because
if the dog doesn't chew it,
yeah, if the dog doesn't chew it, but the cats, they like playing around as far as that goes. Yeah, it's poison to animals. Yeah, you got to be careful. So I'm sure you have it up at a higher, I don't think your dogs would jump up on the counter and stuff, try to sniff the poinsettia and stuff. What's that? What's going on?
I got the wrong oatmeal.
Oh. Up high. Okay, you got it up high. Yeah. You can't use that oatmeal?
I can, but I don't like it.
Oh, okay. Put extra berries in it.
No, it's not. Never mind.
Okay, never mind. Okay. We got that yesterday, right?
Yeah.
No, she got the wrong oatmeal. She's an oatmeal eater.
I saw the sign and I grabbed it.
She didn't look what she was grabbing, I guess. Anyway, it happens. We're gonna go with this one, and this is one of those icons that it does depict Christmas time, and today is National Gingerbread House Day. How's that one, Tina? Those gingerbread houses, they look so good you can eat them. Well, you can, but they're just a work of art. So it's hashtag Gingerbread House Day. Gingerbread House Day on December 12th recognizes a family tradition for many around the country, and Tina says yes on that one. A favorite food, and that exactly, it's gingerbread. I like gingerbread. That is a big yummy. A favorite the favorite food of an American monk, Gregory of Nicopolis brought gingerbread to Europe around an Armenian, not an American. I'm saying American in 992 A.D. No, that was an Armenian monk brought gingerbread to Europe around 992 A.D. and taught French Christians to bake it. Since gingerbread was often used in religious ceremonies, monks baked to be sturdy and molded into images of the saints. We can thank the Brothers Grimm for gingerbread houses, though their tale Hansel and Gretel, they introduced the evil witch who lived in a house made of gingerbread. It didn't take long for the German gingerbread guilds to pick up the idea. Soon, they put gingerbread houses to more festive use, making snowy cottages made with spicy sweet treats. They decorate it with all the candies and stuff. Today we spend the day baking, cutting, and building our heart's delight. You can get kits that take some steps out of the process, so we can get right down to construction our winter, and then after Christmas you can eat the gingerbread because it's good stuff. So today is National Gingerbread Day. So there we go. And let's see, coffee's tasting really good. Oh, we're good on time, though we ran a little bit late setting up, so I started at a little after a quarter after there, I guess, when I started hitting the online thing. So yesterday, I did do the audio podcast over on Spotify for Creators, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. And the article I presented yesterday, we have a mini scaled down version of this format, but I don't go into the web pages like I do here, as far as the various news agencies in the southern tier of upstate New York, to show you the area here and stuff of what's going on. I pick an interesting article and I present that. And I'm here, no hail today. Oh, really? On a Friday? Really? Whoa. Is that because he's having problems broadcasting again? And he's on what? He's on Prism, I think. He uses Prism. So I know he might have, I don't know. Just see, I think he broadcasts from his phone too. So, okay. So you're hanging out with us, Tina. That's good. Okay. No problem. But let's see. Oh, radio on location. Okay. That's right. He doesn't go in on, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Hal, he's a radio entity out there in Michigan. And Tina goes, he's on like, he starts on Twitch, or it starts on TikTok, goes to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, and and Facebook Live. He bounces around every 30 minutes. I couldn't do that. More power to him. Yesterday, though, I did the audio podcast, and it was another article about the sea turtles. And in this case, it's 1 million turtle nests that are out there in India. With the what are these turtles called? There's like 5 variations of the sea turtles. Oh, the Vallis turtle, the Vallis sea turtle. They're seeing an upswing where 1 million turtle nests counted in India's coast. Crazy high numbers is 10 times more than a decade. So that's a great indication that we're being good. We're being good stewards of this blue marble, as far as taking in consideration conservation of these wild animals, which we should. They're important to the ecosystem as far as that goes. So, but we talked about this in an article yesterday. I read the article yesterday, presented it, and we had worldwide. They're up. The sea turtles here and down there in the Caribbean, out there in California, they're all up because people are taking actions to make sure those little guys, when they get hatched, they make a big sprint to the ocean. And even then, that's just a start of a long journey, because they say 1 in 100 or 1 in 1,000 make it to adulthood. So So that we presented that yesterday on the audio podcast, and next Tuesday, I usually do the audio podcast Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is the case this week. Next week, the 16th, is a Mixcloud day. That's the program where I present 8 songs on Mixcloud, and it's going to be a Christmas. I'm going to have Christmas music, rock and roll Christmas music, 8 songs. I've already got the outline for that, the songs. So that's going to be next Tuesday, and then the 18th will be a what is it? Will be a regular audio podcast, and then the 23rd is an audio podcast. The 25th, Christmas is on a Thursday. I'm not going to be doing anything on. If I do, it's going to be a static broadcast on Rumble only. I'm not going to be coming up online. If I do, it's going to be sort of informal. I'm going to just take that day off going into the weekend. Well, we'll be back to 26, but Thursday I won't be doing an audio podcast. Just give as a program note as far as the broadcast here. So, and also for those people that are watching, I also repurpose this broadcast, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday broadcast. I repurpose it. I'm recording it right now on Audacity. So right after I get all my post production that I do on the live streams here, as far as making sure the title's all right and all that, I do post it up, load it up on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. And that's going very well over there as far as that goes. So if you're traveling in a vehicle or something like that, you can bring up Spotify and plug in at Fireman Rich, and you'll see all that audio content. So which I think is pretty cool. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get 100 years ago. Tina, have you seen Captain Rehab at all? On the platforms you go? I don't know what other platforms he's on. I know you're on a number of other platforms and stuff like that, but I have not seen Captain Rehab. And me and Mrs. were talking about that. We're getting a little concerned. He didn't get his picks in last week, and I haven't heard from him this week. So I'm not sure what's going on with him. And because that's unusual. I think he might have he might be dealing with some, he might just say, screw it, I'm not going to do this anymore too. But, usually I'm going on the second week of not hearing from Captain Rehab. So he's been a regular here. So, Captain Rehab, you watching this? Yeah, I'm getting a little concerned there, buddy. What happened to you? You've been a regular here and stuff. You're not here all the time, but you are here enough to where I know, this has been the longest I've not heard from him. And I think the last time I talked to Tony, if you're still there, just to give you a heads up, I know we got a lot of stuff going on, but I'm noticing I don't know if other people have seen him on other platforms and stuff like that. That's maybe he just doesn't like me anymore. I don't know. No, I wish him the best, but it just, me and the missus were just talking about it last night. Is just like, well, maybe he's because I do that sometimes. If the real world stuff goes on, and what is this one? Oh, okay, that's something else here. So I'm just asking, just hoping he's all right and doing good and stuff like that. So. I miss him. It's like he gives me those little jabs there on the side. But anyway, let's get ready for 100 years ago. We'll go ahead and do that. Here, we'll cut that down. 100 years ago is on Fox 40. It's a thing that we present here on the Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning coffee. And what it is Roger Luther, who's a Broome County historian, present some items there on Fox 40 that they have this on their news channel. I have no affiliation with Fox 40 News or any of the other news agencies that we present their web pages on this broadcast, because I'm just a consumer of their web pages. And okay, let's bring this up here. 100 years ago. Share that. And there's the young lady from Fox 40 right there. And let me drop my camera. And we'll get this started. Here we go. 100 years ago, as of December 10th, 2000. This is actually December 10th, 1925. Okay, but this came up on Fox 40. What was this, Monday night? No, the 10th. Wednesday night. Wednesday night. What the hell? Okay, here it is.
And tonight we continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past, a new curfew for Johnson City. Broome County historian Roger Luther has this story in tonight's 100 Years Ago Today, brought to you by UHS.
100 years ago today, the first real snowstorm of the winter is expected to hit this area either Saturday night or Sunday. Work is continuing on the new Christopher Columbus School on Hawley Street and East Junior High School at Robinson Street. Both schools will be completed and ready for occupancy later next year. Work on the new Daniel S. Dickinson School is nearly complete. Today, a special leather flooring produced by the Leather Products Company of Johnson City is being installed in the gymnasium. And finally, beginning tonight, the whistle at the Corliss Avenue Shoe Factory in Johnson City will blow every night at 9 o'clock to signal the start of curfew. Any children under the age of 16 are caught on the streets of Johnson City after 9 o'clock, their parents will be subject to a $10 fine. That was the news, December 10th, 1925.
Wow, the audio was a little scratchy there. That was a little scratchy as far as that goes, but well, that was some bad audio there. So Fox 40, get your act together there. Stuff. But what is this? We had let's see, we had fire broke out in the basement of the Carroll Street School yesterday morning, 100 years ago, burning through the floor to the kindergarten room. What the hell happened to that? Threatening the rest of the building. Didn't we have a fire in a school again? It sounds like I've heard that one before, but everything was imperfect. 766 children. So, yeah, doesn't that one sound familiar, Tina? I thought we had that one before, as far as that goes. It's the fire in the school. Let's see. Yes. And same one. I wonder if they just, let me see. I'm going to replay this. Does he say that? What's that? Oh, I thought you did. I'm sorry. I'm going to listen to this again. Let's listen to this again.
And tonight we continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past, a new curfew for Johnson City. Broome County historian Roger Luther has this story in tonight's 100 Years Ago Today, brought to you by UHS.
100 years ago today, the first real snowstorm of the winter is expected to hit this area.
Yeah, I think we had this one before. It just sounds too familiar as far as now that I think of it. Because and even with the last item there, I don't know, maybe they got things screwed up at Fox 40, because I remember the fire in the school. We did. Okay, Tina, you remember this one then too? And I just remember they were talking about two men escaped from Broome County Jail, saw through a steel bar. Yeah, the steel bar. We've had this one before. I think somebody at Fox 40 screwed it up. That's what I think. I think somebody really screwed it up there, because that just sounds familiar. I played this yesterday. I didn't pick up on that until now, when I just said, wait a minute, we've had that fire before. Because yesterday when they were talking, when I present this on the audio podcast here on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. And I was busy doing something when it was playing through, no, Big Juice. We're just discovering that this one we already heard before. This one had the fire in the basement of the Carroll Street School, where 766 school children walked in perfect order. We've had that one, because I talked about that fire, and then they talked about how there was construction in the thing, and then the curfew. So I don't know. I guess that's a bust as far as that goes. So. I And drinking Christmas cheer, maybe. Yeah, maybe that could. Yeah, that could be Fox 40. That's a good one. But Tina saying good morning to Steve, Big Juice out there in Buckeye State of Ohio. I just no, it's a repeat. You didn't miss it. You didn't miss anything. We've had this one before, Steve. And Big Juice saying hi to Tina back on the Twitch side. So other stuff that was in the history on this day. Singer and actor Frank Sinatra was born in Hoboken, New Jersey in 1915. Happy birthday to Frank Sinatra, who's no longer with us. So God bless him and Godspeed. And yeah, you didn't miss anything. So that's what they presented. The audio, maybe that's why the audio was bad. Like yesterday, I didn't pick up on it because I was, like I said, I was busy doing something on the audio podcast while that was playing. And then I make a few comments of it, and I didn't pick up it. But as soon as that started, it's like, wait a minute, we had that fire before. So, and Tina confirmed it. So I'm good with that. Let's see. Paul Anka became the first. Oh, Paula Ankerman became the first woman rabbi in the U.S. back in 1950. In 1963, Kenya gained its independence from the United Kingdom. And Houston became the largest U.S. city to elect an openly gay mayor when a large percentage of voters choose city controller Ann Parker in 2009. And let's see, on the AP side, which I don't know, it doesn't matter who you are now and stuff like that. If it's this thing about it's a first, it's like, okay, how many times do we have to hear the first? Let's see. On December 12, 2000, George W. Bush became president-elect as a divided U.S. Supreme Court reversed the state court recount decision in Florida's tightly contested presidential election. Oh, the Chad incident. That was the Chad thing. Okay. In 1870, Joseph H. Rainey of South Carolina became the first black lawmaker sworn into the House of Representatives. There's another first. 1985, 248 American soldiers and 8 crew members were perished when the Arrow Air charter crashed after takeoff from up there in Newfoundland. Yeah, that was a military transport. That wasn't too good. And in 2010, the inflatable roof, I don't think it's inflatable anymore, on the Minnesota Metrodome collapsed following a snowstorm that dumped 17 inches on the city. The NFL was forced to shift a already rescheduled game between Minnesota Vikings and New York Giants to Detroit's Ford Field. And let's see, that's all political crap, and that's it for the history. So let's go ahead and bring the banner back up here, and I think we got time for the sports. I got to make my picks here. Do we got time? Yeah, I got time. Let's do the sports here. In NBA action Wednesday night, there's no teams of interest. They got some playoff going, or some tournament going off, because there's only been a couple games each night. The Celtics, they lost to the Bucks. There was only 4 games last night, so maybe they're out of this tournament. 116 to 111. Tonight, who do we have playing? None of the teams, so they must be getting... Oh, the Nets play the Mavericks today at 8:30. And then tomorrow, Saturday, the Knicks and Magic. And then on Sunday, we got the Cavaliers playing their Big Juice, the Hornets, Sunday afternoon at 3:30. 76ers are playing Sunday at 6 a.m. Brooklyn Nets play the Bucks at 6 p.m. And that's it for the basketball. NHL, let's see. NHL, on Wednesday night, the Rangers lost to the Blackhawks. I don't watch hockey, but I look at the box scores. Blackhawks beat I guess it's Chicago Blackhawks 3-0. And let's see, yesterday, the Islanders, they beat the Ducks. The Bruins, I like the Bruins. The Bruins beat the Jets. I saw the Bruins. Oh, good, yeah. Okay, as far as that goes. And the Sabres, they beat the Canucks last night. So today, None of my teams are playing tomorrow. We got the Islanders playing the Lightning and down on Long Island. Rangers are hosting the Canadiens down in Madison Square Garden. Philadelphia Flyers are hosting the Hurricanes in Philly. And that's it. So where's the standings? Let's see where the Buffalo Sabres are. Oh, they're a dead last in the Atlantic Division. They're the Cleveland Browns of the no, Cleveland's doing pretty good, I think. Though they lost last week and stuff. And as we transition to football, last night the Buccaneers, they beat the lost to the Falcons 20. What the hell happened in this game? Atlanta went ahead. Oh, okay. They were ahead at the halftime, 14-7. Then Buccaneers tied it up in the third, but Buccaneers, it was the fourth quarter. They got 15 points to Buccaneers 8 points. So they came back to win it by 1 point, the Buccaneers, or the Falcons did. So I'm going to be doing my picks here. Let me see. I think I did my picks already. Let me bring up my picks here. Hang on for a minute. I'm going to declare my picks for the ball games that are coming up here. Let me bring that up here real quick. Let me just get this set up real quick here. Okay, we're going to put that right over there. Okay, I picked Tampa Bay last night. Okay, and then in let's see, I'm going to pick for the Ravens Bengals. I'm picking the Bengals. For Raiders and Eagles, I'm picking the Eagles. What happened here? Cardinals will be playing the Texans at 1 o'clock Sunday. I think I picked the Texans. Cardinals. No, I picked Arizona. I picked Arizona over Texas. Chargers and Chiefs. I believe I picked the Chargers on that one. Yep, LA Chargers. That's a 1 o'clock game. Bills and Patriots. That's the big game me and the missus will be watching. You like watching the Bills, don't you? Yeah, she's nodding her head.
Yeah.
It's fun watching the Bills with her. She gets really involved.
I tell Joshy what he needs to do.
Yeah, she's always telling what Josh needs to do. I need to record that sometime. But anyway, the Bills are playing the Patriots up there in Foxborough at 1 o'clock. I'm picking the Bills. They need to win this game. This is a must-win for the Bills for that. Jets and Jaguars. Sorry, Jets. I'm picking the Jaguars. And Tina's lots of laugh on that one. And that's only. I think Thursday night was a Thanksgiving Thursday night game. She watched a bunch of games. She's like, no, I am not. Oh, okay. Big Juice says. Okay, let's see. Jets and Jaguars. I'm picking the Jaguars. Where's my picks here? I'm picking the Jags. Yeah, I'm picking Carolina. Commanders and New York Giants. I'm picking the Giants. I usually pick the Bills, but went with the. I saw that, Tina. I saw it. It's like, yeah, you do the. I saw that. That's probably a better. I think they probably might win. I don't know. That's going to be a tough game. I'm hoping the Bills come away with a win, but Patriots are playing. I mean, they're the number one seed in the NFL right now, hands down. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. Let's see the next game. Browns and Bears. Sorry, Big Juice. I got to pick the Bears. I'm picking the Bears on that game. Did I pick the Bears? Let's see. Yeah, Chicago. And let's see. Panthers and Saints. I think I picked the Panthers. Yeah, I picked the Panthers. Did I pick the Jags? No, I picked the Jets. Going back, I didn't pick the Jaguars. I picked the Jets, but I did pick the Carolina Panthers. Lions and Rams, I picked the Lions. And let's see. Let me catch up on the chat here. What's going on with the chat? Yeah, okay. You usually pick the Bills. I see that. Okay. And Big J says, oh, yeah, anyone that picks the Browns, I'll pray for you. Okay. Okay, Big Juice. That's good. Let's see. Continuing on with the games here. Colts and Seahawks. It's in Seattle. I'm picking the Seahawks. Packers and Broncos. Who did I pick on that? Let me see. I think I picked Broncos. That's in Denver. So Titans and 49ers, that's an automatic 49ers for sure. Vikings and Cowboys, I actually picked Dallas. That's in Dallas. And then Dolphins and Steelers for Monday night, I picked Steelers. So those are my picks, and sticking to it. Let me get this back into. I do have the win-loss chart, Tina. I think you're the only one here, or if Tony's still here. I did update that last night. So let me get to that. Hang on for a minute. Let me bring that up. I have it right here. Let me present this. This is how we stand after 14 weeks. And there was a little movement as far as that goes. Let me get the doohickey there done. And let's see. Let's go back. And let's bring this up. And I will be presenting this on this Sunday's Belt Kings Fantasy Football. That's Tony D's broadcast at 10:30 Sunday. And okay, we're going to share that. And we're going to hide that. We're going to go back here. And there's the present. Let me drop the camera here. As you can see, CBS is still in first, but Ted is tied with CBS at 140 wins and 67 losses, one tie. Brian and Michael moved up. That's because Captain Rehab, we did not get any picks from him last week. So he dropped 2 spots. And then coming up the last 3 spots, Tony, last week, everybody didn't do all that great. Michael didn't do that good, but he still went up because Captain Rehab didn't have any picks. And Tony is just 4 games behind Michael. And Tina, you're right behind me as far as we're finishing up the back side there. So that's how we stand on the win-losses as far as that goes. So, and like I said, Captain Rehab, he did not that's why I'm concerned. He did not make any picks, so he loses all that. So he drops down. And if he doesn't make any picks this week, I think he's going to drop down to the bottom maybe because everybody else is moving up. So, yeah, I'm not doing too good either, Tina. Actually, you just had one bad game. You had one bad game, or that right there knocked you out. Really, that you took that. That's your big bad. That's your bad week right there. You had one really bad week that really put a dent in it because, or else you'd be ahead of me. Right now, I'd be dead last because I'm looking. Yeah, there's my bad week right there, 5 and 9. Because otherwise, this whole week 14's been bad. Because look, at CBS was 6 and 8. Ted had a great day, great week. He had 10 and 4. Brian had 9. Michael 6 and 8, but he still moved up because Captain Rehab dropped, and Tony stayed dead even with. And we actually didn't have that bad of a week 14. So, you don't get NFL on TV anymore? You don't? Really? You don't get the local, you don't, what about your local channels? Your local channels you should. Or you don't get local channels. Okay, let's see. Let's bring this back up. So that's our sports, folks, as far as that goes. And let's see. There is another football, and that is the Manchester City. Oh, you got streaming. Okay, I got you. Okay, you got it online. Okay, get a regular antenna. Get the local channel. You're probably in an area where you can pick up the local CBS and Fox affiliates there to watch on a regular TV. Have your daughter set up a TV just for football for the local channels, or else an antenna doesn't work. I know we can't use an antenna to get the local channels because of where we're situated. There is another football, Manchester City Football Club. I am a fan, full disclosure, of this Premier League soccer. We call it soccer here, but it's football over there in the UK. And they're playing in the Championship League this past Wednesday, where they beat Real Madrid 2-1, and that was a pretty good game, a good win. The next Manchester City Premier League game is going to be this Sunday at 9 a.m. on, I don't know, what channel is that going to be on? Let's see. That's going to be on Peacock. I got Peacock. Spectrum has Peacock. So, let's see. Crystal City is in fourth place in the Premier League, and Manchester City is second. So Manchester City has to beat Crystal Palace, or Crystal Palace, that is, and this Sunday. So we'll be watching that game as far as that goes on the soccer side of the house. And Tina says, "No, I got streaming." Okay, but you can. I think you still get a TV antenna. Just try it. You pay $15 for an antenna at Walmart and stuff. You might be, put it on a TV on the antenna side. And let's see, you can watch on YouTube, but to watch full live games, you got to pay for it, Big Juice. Yeah. You got to pay for it. And Steve, it's all about money making schemes. Yeah, there we go. And Big Juice says, "Oh yeah, yeah." Well, actually, you could probably, if you got a certain team, you can look it up on the internet. You can always listen to the ball game there's always radio channels broadcasting whatever team, like the Patriots. Let's see, the Patriots Bills game. If you put in the Google search Bills Patriots game live online radio, you'll get a bunch, and you can listen. I do that sometimes when there's last year, the football season, was a couple games I could not watch on the TV. And what do we got? Blank screen? No, that's not a blank screen. I actually went on the internet and got the local radio station, and I listened to it, because there's local radio stations. They're the official channel of the particular team. So there's always that option as far as that goes. That's how I sometimes, before Peacock became available on Spectrum, because that's who I have. I have Spectrum Net. And so Peacock is provided, and I can watch games on there. And then Paramount Plus. I used to pay a subscription on Paramount Plus, but Spectrum picked that up, so I don't have to pay for that anymore. And my cable bill didn't go up any extra, so I get HBO HBO Max, ESPN, Spectrum, Hulu. I haven't tried the Hulu but that's all free on Spectrum. They bought those apps. I guess you heard the big news. Netflix bought Warner Brothers, and I guess Paramount Plus was trying to do a hostile takeover. But so anyway, that might change. There's nobody. They'll probably kill. If it's not dead already, people going to the movies. Who goes to the movies now that we have all this live streaming? Okay, let's see. That's it for the sports, and we're going to go ahead and take a little break here as far as that goes. And I got to refresh my coffee here. And we'll come back for the second half of the broadcast. Tina's still hanging out with us because Hal, they have a radio on location, so Hal doesn't usually take place on. Who do we have? Let me see. Let me check this. Let me check Twitch. We got an excellent broadcasting going right now. Let's see. Let's check the channel. Who do we have? Oh, Jim Figerty's up. He's okay. He's normally up. Jim Figerty's all up. Always. That's Liam and stuff. He's a good guy. He's been broadcasting for an hour and 11 minutes. So he came up right about the same time I did. Okay. Well, we do have, let's see, our stream, according to Twitch, is an excellent stream at 6,308 kilobytes. That's good. Let's check Kick. Who do we have over on Kick? Before we go on a break, we have one person I kicked with no comments. Let's see, check the Facebook. There's nobody over on the Facebook. And X Live, I'm seeing 4 people on the tablet here. And for the others, you can see we have 2 people on Rumble, 1 person on local. Nobody on YouTube. So Tim Fan 40 must be getting back to work. And 3 people on Twitch. That's 2 of the 3 from the chat there. That's Tina and Big Juice. And like I said, the Facebook, the numbers come in, but the comments don't come in on Facebook, X Live, or Kick. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. And I can refresh my coffee, and I will be back in a couple minutes here, just sort of hang out and converse amongst yourself, and we will be right back. And we're back. I just made it. Just made it. Didn't want it to go for another cycle there, but we are back here on the Wednesday or Friday morning coffee for 12.12.2025 at Rumble Video, broadcast. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble using Rumble Studios. And we're just finished our first half. We're on a break. We got our second cup of coffee here, and we are back for the second half of the broadcast. And I'm Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X. And let's see. And watch out Sunday. It's supposed to get down to zero degrees. Let me see. Let's check. That's out your way in Ohio there, Big Juice. Let's see. And Tina saying, welcome back. Yep. Okay. Thank you, Tina. Yeah, we're back. And let me see the 10-day forecast for this weekend. So, but currently our weather, let's see what we got here for the local weather. That's our local weather right now. Compliments of WBNG. Full disclosure, I have no association with WBNG as far as that goes. Let's see. For Saturday, we're going to have 32 for the high, 15 degrees for the low. Yeah, Sunday's going to be cold. It's 19 degrees for the high, 12 degrees for the low. What's the wind like? Let's see. And yeah, Sunday night, the wind is going to be blowing. It's going to be more than 13 miles, 14, 15 miles per hour. That's not good. So that means it's going to be, the wind chill factor will be kicking in on that. So as far as that goes. So you just got to bundle up. It just feels like January temperatures. It doesn't feel like December. December should be right around the 30s, stay in the mid 30s, maybe dip down the low 30s or something like that as far as that goes. So we'll see what happens this weekend. Right now I'm looking outside, clear skies out, no wind. You can see the tall grass, African safari grass. Ornamental grass. It reminds me of Africa, though. You know what? The oasis, that type of grass that grows. This grass. You can see it's not moving. So the wind is next to nothing. You don't like it when I call it that, do you?
No, it's not African grass.
It's ornamental grass. So. African, yeah. Well, it does. It's just look at the tassels up there and stuff. It's just like it's something you would see like at the side of a water.
You just gotta stop making shit up.
Oh, I can't edit that out. Okay. Let me get that. Welcome, the missus. I tell you. But we do still have snow on the ground from the 3 inches that we got. It's still crunchy out there, and as far as it goes, Tina liked that last exchange. Lots of laugh with the missus making her comment concerning the ornamental grass. Okay, let's see. What was I going to think? I was going to do it yesterday, but because of the DIY project, I put it off. Probably starting maybe after Christmas or something like that. You might see me pop up on Rumble only for Hello America during the day. Okay, on a Tuesday and Thursday, or even next Tuesday, I may do it Tuesday afternoon. I'm wanting to bring that up a couple times during the course of the week. And I think Tuesday and Wednesday, just before lunch or maybe, for an hour, it's only an hour and a half broadcast. Instead of doing it at night, I'm finding myself when it gets to the evening time, I want to sit down and either game or do Hello America. But I'm tired. So I just want to sit down in front of the TV and just veg. Okay. I think it's this weather. This weather has just got me in a hibernation mode where, as far as that goes. And I fall asleep on the couch, and then the missus comes in, turns the TV off, and then 40 minutes after she does that, I wake up, oh, the TV's off. Okay. And then I go to bed. She lets me sleep on the couch. I don't know. Did you? Oh, she's busy doing something. But anyway, um, I'm looking at bringing it, and that's a Rumble only program. So I will be putting the link on X and all those other fine social platforms to let you know. And if you're not following me on Rumble, you won't get an alert. But the link will be in my X page at Fireman Rich on X, at Fireman Rich on X. And unless you follow me on Rumble, Fireman Rich Broadcast. I have the main channel at Fireman Rich, but the broadcast is on the at Fireman Rich Broadcast. And let's see. You're gonna see Rich bundle up in a blanket live on Twitch. No, I don't do that bundle up bit. I actually I wear this underneath the jacket I wear and stuff. That's all I need right now. It's true. Me too. Okay. Okay. Whatever that meant. So I'm looking at bringing that back, or starting to do that again, because I just want. It's just something I was thinking about the other day when I was on a walk. That always thinking, how can I improve my presence and doing live stream and stuff. I love doing live stream. This is fun. I do this for the pure enjoyment. Are nights tired? Yeah, yeah. I get tired at night, so I'd like to, but I'm just too tired to where I'd be falling asleep in front of the. Yeah, I would have a blanket getting ready to fall asleep here on Twitch, like Big Juice was saying. So, but I like doing the live stream. I've been laxed in gaming and stuff like that, just trying to find the time, because I don't like to rush myself. There's no need for me to rush. So I have been gaming a little bit off the stream here and stuff like that, offline. Well, it's online, but I don't broadcast it. I don't do the live stream and stuff, and I want to, because Lord of the Rings, I looked at it the other day, but I haven't played any of that. It's well over a week now, and I need to. I like playing the games and stuff like that, but I've been playing mostly the Battlefield 6 and stuff. That's pretty good, a pretty big game and stuff. I play 2 battles, maybe. I don't play like used to be playing like I'd be constantly going every afternoon, 10 games of, PUBG Battlegrounds. That's another game I haven't played in months since I started Battlefield 6. And I'd like to get a live stream on that too, along with, what's the other game I play that I wanted? Oh, Guild Wars. Guild Wars. You think Lord of the Rings is old? Lord of the Rings is like 18 and a half to 19 years old. Guild Wars is like 20 years old, and I still play that. I still have it on the computer here, and there's some stuff that's coming that's down the road a little bit. When I get my package, my Christmas present that I'm calling it, that I bought for myself, I want to do some live streaming concerning that. And I'm not going to say what it is, even though I probably hinted what it is over on my X page that I'm going to be getting. That I'm waiting. It's still awaiting shipment. It has been paid for, but they're working on shipments. And actually, the day I ordered it, that was a cutoff to be delivered in November, December, January. So I might be getting it before Christmas. So I don't know. But those things, I got to be patient with that as far as that goes. Let's see. No, I've got a furnace that will keep me warm. I'm not going to build a fire in the back. I'm not going to stand out in the cold. Burn them old logs. Yeah, there we go. No, that missus, she likes to burn when it's nice, but it's too cold out there. It only went up to 15 degrees Fahrenheit. What did we start at? 16 degrees? Oh, it dropped a degree again. It was 16 degrees. It went down to 15. The sun's coming up. What the hell's going on here? It's supposed to be a cold day today, I guess. So, but that's what I have planned for live streaming and stuff like that. Just to do a little bit more. Do the morning broadcast. I love doing this. This is great. I love doing this. It gets me going Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then the audio podcast. I don't do that as early as I used to. I sort of sleep in till about 6 and stuff like that, or lay around. I used to get up at 5 o'clock and start doing it right. And I'm retired. I finally say, why am I doing this? I could wait an hour on that. Now the live stream, I know that you folks expect it right at 6 o'clock and stuff. That's my routine, and I'm sticking to that. Even though I'm a little late, it's between 6 and 6:15, and once in a great while I'm early before 6, right? So, but I do thoroughly enjoy coming up here doing this live streaming and stuff. It's fun stuff. If it wasn't fun, I wouldn't be doing this as far as that goes. And I do enjoy the conversation that we have in the chat and stuff like that. So I just want to do a little bit more because it is fun. I think I can, and it's great to be doing this. What do we got? This return to stream. So let's see. Let's go check out some web pages here, some news web pages, and let's see. Rich, you might be retired, but there's work every day when you wake up. No, there's things to do. I don't work anymore. I don't have to work. When I use the term work, that means I'm employed and I'm getting a paycheck. That's for me. That word work is that. I do things. Things have to be done, so I do it. Like the quote says. You missed a quote. Our quote for the day there, Big Juice, was from Amelia Earhart. She says, the most effective way to do it is to do it. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing things that I enjoy doing, things that need to be done, but I don't look at them as work. I look at okay, like the bathroom. I'm changing out. I have to do some work on the toilet there. I got to change out the water thing there inside the toilet tank, and I don't look at it as work. That's something it needs to be done. So I'm going to do it. I don't, I just trying to explain my way of how sure it's work, but I don't look at it as work. It just has to be done. Now, when I was actually working for a paycheck, that's work. You do daily chores, I get. Yeah, there we go. That's a good way of putting it, Big Juice. Yeah, you do. Yeah, exactly. I'm doing daily chores and things that need to be done as far as that goes, because you just can't let things sit, and they're not going to do them by themselves. So you do it. So you just do it. Like the Nike. I think they patented that phrase, just do it, or something like that. There's a little R after that phrase. Okay, let's check Fox 40 here for what I'm going to be presenting some news items here from various local news web channels like Fox 40, WEBO, WNBF radio station, Channel 12, CBS affiliate, WAAL, which is the same as WNBF. I always go through this as far as that goes. So it has ad blocker. I'm going to pause the ad blocker for that one. There we go. Let's see. We have. Is that the penny saver? Oh, I didn't get the penny saver up. Hang on for a minute. I got to bring up the penny saver. What do we got on the penny saver? I think that's the penny saver tab. Let's see. Anything on the penny saver? Okay. Channel 34. Let's see. It's channel 34. I think that's a penny saver. Okay. WENY. Oh, they had a house. Oh, we got a house fire now. Myers Southside. Oh, we're going to have to check that one out. Two articles. Okay. Let's see. The penny saver. WKGB. Do we have anything on KGB? They got beloved entertainment news from WKGB 92.5. Up there, KISS 104.1. That's local Binghamton channel, radio channel. And then we have the web pages from 106.5 Country WYRK Buffalo and Power WBLK 93.7 up there in Buffalo. Those web pages I have no affiliation with. Okay. Speaking of fires, we had a fire. Let me go to the WEBO. I think did they have something on that? There was a house fire here that we had that Wednesday morning. Let's see, several fire departments responded to a house fire. The fire broke out at 6 a.m. That's while we're broadcasting. There have been no injuries reported, which is a good thing. That's a good thing. The incident, but the house suffered heavy damage. There was like 6 firefighters from 6 other fire companies, local in Tioga County here, responded. The cause of the fire is under investigation, and the fire is that's on WEBO, the radio station here, which I have no affiliation with. I just want to do a follow up on the fire that we had that the missus was listening to on the radio here. So that house was pretty well. It's heavily damaged, both the second and bottom floor. So no reported cause, and that's right down the road here. So let's see what's on Fox 40. Is this Owego? Come here, Murdoch. Who's that? Is that you? Come here. Here, get up here. I got Murdoch here. Come on. Let me show you Murdoch. Murdoch is he hasn't been feeling well here lately. Come here. Okay, come here. Here's Murdoch. Come here. You're okay. You're okay. There's Murdoch. He doesn't get that much camera time and stuff like that. There you go. There you go. He's on the chair next to me. Are you meowing? Are you lonely? Do you need some pets? Huh? Good boy? Yeah? How we doing? Let me bring you over here. You can sit over here with me, okay? He likes sitting next to me. He likes getting petted. Okay? You good boy? Huh? Okay? I just wanted to love you. Good boy? Yeah, he hasn't been feeling well lately here, so we're just a little concerned with him. You okay? Huh? Okay. There you go. All right, let's see what we have on Fox 40. The Laughing Place. Is this in Owego? Oh, that's just Tioga County Chamber of Commerce is shining a spotlight on local businesses throughout the southern tier. With the holiday season approaching, the Commerce is highlighting Owego Toy Store, The Laughing Place. Okay, it's right here in Owego. The Laughing Place offers, okay, they're just highlighting them. There's no video there. Okay. And let's see. I'm not seeing anything on Fox 40 here. What the hell? Let's do a double check here. No. Not seeing anything. Okay, let's see. Driver located after Owego October hit run. Oh, they found I guess there was a hit and run here in Owego. Owego police say, this is out of Fox 40, but Owego police say a driver who was wanted in connection with a hit and run incident back in October has been located. According to the department, on October 10th, around 9:30 p.m., 4 people exited a restaurant on 5th Avenue, got into a pickup truck. I imagine, I think I know the establishment they were at on 5th Avenue. And the driver proceeded to back into another vehicle, probably because he had a little bit too much to drink, maybe. Police say the operator didn't report the collision. Okay. Yeah. I know exactly. I know exactly where that's at. It's the only place that's down there. Okay, let's. Yeah, oh my, yeah. They find him. You know, they probably got a video from one of those ring cams there, on because there's a couple houses there and stuff like that. So, let's see. So that nothing on Fox, nothing on WEBO, WNBF. Let's see, anything on there? Not seeing anything on WNBF. Okay, we'll go to channel 12. Annual holiday artisan market returns to Broome County. Okay, farmers market. Let's bring this up. This is over in Broome County, the county next to us. Holiday Sip and Shop Dazzle Endicott Visitor Center. Okay, so this is an Endicott. Let's bring this up here, and we'll see what. Give it a gander here. Let me turn off the scroll there, and we'll bring this up. No, we don't want that. Not yet. Here we go. Share that. Go there. Bring it up on the big screen. Drop my camera, and here we go. Let's see what this one's all about.
Topic: holiday shoppers were out and about this evening at the annual Holiday Artisan Market held by the Broome County Regional Farmers Market and Cornell Cooperative Extension. Tasty holiday treats, hot chocolate and coffee, Christmas decorations and tree ornaments, live music and more were available from around 40 different vendors from around the Broome County area. We spoke with Jillian Sloan, the manager with the Broome County Regional Farmers Market, who said this is their biggest artisan market of the year.
They absolutely love it. We do 3 artisan markets a year, and this is our largest and most well-attended market. It is a 2-day event, so we allow people to come both days. If they can't come Thursday, they can also come Friday as well.
The team members with the market were happy to see the huge turnout from residents looking to do some holiday gift shopping. The holiday market will be open again tomorrow from 4 to 7 p.m.
Okay, so that's another indication that the holiday season is in full swing, and a farmer's market there, and yeah, that's nice. It is nice. They got a lot of these craft fairs are popping up and stuff like that. So get those. You don't necessarily have to go to a Walmart or Target. You go to these places and you support local artists and merchants, and as far as with their craft work and stuff like that. There's some neat stuff there. Some neat stuff. Okay, let's see. That was on WBNG. See what else we have on WBNG. And I'm keeping Murdoch happy here. Let's see. Binghamton professor weighs in after architecture of AI name. Oh, let's see what this is about. This is probably from the Binghamton University as far as that goes. So let's bring this one up.
In case you missed it, Time Magazine named the Architects of AI as its 2025 Person of the Year, with AI becoming more part of everyday life. 12 News' Brian Melanson spoke with a computer science professor about what the future holds, and he's joining us live in the studio with his predictions. Brian, what can you tell us?
Thanks, Autria. Whether it's on Google, Twitter, Facebook, or any type of media, AI is undoubtedly becoming ingrained in everyday life. But is it a bubble, or can we expect it to be a part of day-to-day activities for the long haul? I spoke with one professor at Binghamton University to find out.
Binghamton University professor Jeremy Blackburn was not surprised by Time Magazine's decision to name the Architects of AI as its 2025 Person of the Year.
I mean, it makes sense. It's this kind of societally changing technology would be recognized as being like, hey, Person of the Year, the most impactful type of thing.
AI is a transformative technology that is affecting society and vice versa. Binghamton's Institute for AI and Society is dedicated to exploring that space with a primary concern of how we can have positive impact and mitigate the negative of AI.
Hopefully AI will be a positive transformative effect, but just because it's Person of the Year, the Architects of AI, does not mean that the outcome will be positive.
Blackburn's biggest concern in regards to AI's future is just like in 2006, when social media may have looked like an incredibly positive thing, but it ultimately turned out to have some pitfalls in the long run. He also believes its implementation to be unnecessary in some cases, like summarizing text chains.
So I think there's a lot of places where AI is being kind of shoehorned without really the consequences being thought of, or really the practicality, what's the use of it?
As for whether or not AI is a bubble waiting to pop, or if we can come to expect its presence in the foreseeable future, Blackburn had this to say.
To some extent, it's got to be a bubble, right? All these companies, random startups that have stuck AI into everything, most of them probably aren't going to survive. With my educational background, my years in computer science, I can make real good use of it. But at the same time, not everybody's going to survive because it doesn't need to be injected into everything, right?
Blackburn thinks the longest lasting impacts of AI is that it will replace search, like with Google, and evolve AI companions. He suspects AI regulation will increase, but above all, hopes we will get it right to preserve the capability for innovation, but also protect citizens. Live in studio, I'm Brian Melanson, 12 News.
Okay, so my take on this AI bit, and I've said this before, what is it? It's a glorified search engine. Now, to say that, oh, AI is going to take over search, no, it's the search engine. That was the infancy of AI, and it's machine language. Remember, there used to be machine language. There still is machine language. That's just evolved to a new term. It's called artificial intelligence. It's always been there. It's been there in science fiction and stuff like that. So I'm not. Is there a bubble? I think it's a bubble from my take aspect. It's a bubble where you got these companies say, "Oh, we have AI." Well, what specifically do you have for AI? The only thing I can see that's specific for my use as a regular person online using it is Gemini. Talking to Gemini, Alex. Okay, when Alexa, when Alexa came out, Alexa came out before AI. That's AI, folks. Okay. Alexa, you ask it to do something and it searches and stuff like that. It's all based on search. That's where all the data is. So, there's some programming in there. Okay, I got you as far as that goes. But they didn't call Alexa when it first called AI. I don't even think, I may be wrong on that. But Alexa's been out for quite some time. I remember buying one for Christmas for the missus and stuff. And she loved it at first, but we don't even have it plugged in. That's AI. They're talking about a little bit more sophisticated machine language and search capabilities. So they term it AI. It's just a new term that people, the new flavor of the month, I guess you could say. And Tina says, yes, I agree with you. It comes down to what you put into it. Yes, exactly. And, this talk that AI will take over the world. No, humans will be in control of it and stuff like that. It's just that people have their opinions and their theories and stuff, just like this gentleman. He said AI will take over search. No, AI is search. If I ask Gemini, I have Gemini, which is you can talk to it. That's the new thing. You can talk to it. So it makes it more sophisticated. Yeah, it's more improved search. I ask it. I don't have to type it in. It recognizes voice. That's artificial. The ability to recognize voice is the artificial intelligence. It's still searching. Okay. And it may, depending on what I speak to it, that's what I would type in. Okay. So it's just a matter of looking at this straightforward instead of all different directions and stuff, because it is a multi-dimensional type of area there, AI now. But companies say, "Oh, we're gonna be taking over, being good in business because we have AI." What specific is your AI? Okay, other than if it's calculating data and stuff like that, and AI, I've seen it involved in when I worked at IBM back in the day. There's aspects of AI. It was called machine language to be able to do a function and stuff. But when you elevate that machine language, it's okay. It's a little bit more intelligent. So we'll call it artificial intelligence. But the intelligence comes from the human that's programming it. Simple. So that's how I keep it. It's just like, I'm not too Google-eyed to, this bit, oh, everything, the machines are going to take over. Not in our lifetime. Yes, let's be realistic. That's just my take on it, stuff like that. So it's a neat term, though, artificial intelligence. It gets your attention. Okay, what are they doing now? But everything I've looked at, everything's based on search and stuff like that, or has it derives from being of a search of something in the database that's out there on the internet, and or else programming something offline to be able to do a function and stuff like that, to continuous do it. Like Amazon, their warehouses, they used to have a lot of people. Well, they shut those people back because they have artificial intelligence, machine language doing functions that they used to do. It's just streamlining, becoming more efficient in the manufacturing workflow process, where we don't need that many humans and stuff like that to do the backbreaking work. So I don't know. I think they put too much emphasis on it and stuff like that. And I get, unless there's stuff above my head, I don't know. I just look at what is the specific when you say artificial intelligence. That's a very broad aspect. And yeah, that's where it's useful. Yeah, what's it yeah, where's its usefulness? What is it actually doing? Okay, and stuff like that. Yeah, warehouse stuff. That's an actual. Okay, I could see. Okay, this is being done without a human because you have it programmed. That's art. Okay, I could see that being artificial intelligence. But they didn't call Alexa artificial intelligent. Well, now they probably do. But back when it came out, it's just a term. It just well, and the one guy saying social media, that's a whole different ball game. You have that's the reflection of the cultures. When you look at social media, people that are on it, the culture has, especially here in the United States, we're addicted to social media. And can I step away from it? If I had to, I could. But if it's here, I'm going to be engaged. But I'm going to be engaged in good stuff, not the bad stuff. That's the same thing as life. If we didn't have this, you'd still have good and bad out there. When you step out your front door, your house, going out to down to the store or down to going into work or something like that, you still have good, so it's just a matter of perspective, I guess. And I just keep it simple. Okay, so that was a pretty good thing on artificial intelligence. Let's see what else we have here on channel 12. Wegmans. Oh, let's do. Is this yeah?
And finally,
Okay, Wegmans. And I know Tina knows about Wegmans because they have it down there in Jersey. Wegmans up here. There's a Wegmans in Johnson City. Donates nearly $240,000 to Food Bank of the Southern Tier. Let's go ahead and look at this one because this is a store, a business contributing to their community as far as that goes. And let's go ahead and do this one here. See what this is all about. And here we go.
And finally, at 5, nearly $240,000 is headed to the Food Bank of the Southern Tier. The funds are coming from Wegmans as part of their annual Check Out Hunger campaign. From October to November, customers shopping at local locations had the option to donate whatever amount they wanted at checkout. 100% of the proceeds is going to each of the Wegmans stores of Food Bank partners. Since the start of this campaign in 1993, $58 million has been raised for hunger relief. Wegmans thanks its customers for their generous support.
And Wegmans, there's a Wegmans up in Johnson City. We shop there maybe once or twice. We go up there. It's a different store we go to. They have some very unique things that you can't find in other stores. It's a really good store. They're all throughout. There's several of them throughout New York State along the Northeast here and stuff like that. A very good supermarket. That's one of the premier supermarkets, I think. It's always busy. It's always busy as far as that. This one is in Johnson City, right across the street from the Oakdale Commons there, and it's the only place where you can get a homemade. It's not well, they do have the frozen tiramisu, but they can make tiramisu cake, which is great. I ordered one once a long time ago. It's expensive though. Oh, hey, Later Liberty. Let's see. Yes, I agree with Rich. Lady Liberty. I just saw your comment there. Hey, how you doing? Good morning, Lady Liberty or L Liberty. I think the L is lady, but L Liberty from LL Liberty from 101 up from Buffalo. Good morning, Patriots, and good morning to Mrs. Love the Flags. Thank you for being here. Great to see you here on the Rumble as far as that goes. And let's see. Big Jew says, how about going to the Rockefeller Center Christmas? No, I'm not going down the city. Forget that. Do some ice skate. No, I can do some ice. Griffin Park is the ice skate. I think we have an article on Griffin Park. Let me check here. But Tina is saying good morning to Liberty over from Twitch. Liberty is over on the Rumble side. So good morning to Liberty. Glad to have you here. And I hope all is fine up there in the Niagara Buffalo region of the state here. Let's see. Griffin Park. I think there's an article on Griffin Park. Let me check here. Is there something on Griffin Park? No. I thought I saw something on Griffin Park. And let's see. And Liberty is saying good morning to Twitch chatters. and as well as saying from the Rumble, saying good morning to Tina, who's over there on Twitch. Thank you, Liberty. Again, great to have you here. And let's see, where's that Griffin Park story? Where's that? Was that back on Fox? I thought I saw something with Griffin Park. Oh, let's see here. There's the Wegmans. Let me go back to their main. Oh, here's a Griffin Park. Here, this is a skating ring. Great Griffin Park. Here's a skating ring. If I was to go skating, Big Juice, this is where
Today, officials indoor ice skating rink.
We have an ice skating ring right here in the southern tier of upstate New York. So let me bring this to talk about coincidence. Here's where I go, and I think this is where me and the missus had our first date. Was at Griffin Park. The community. Well, there was an ice skating ring. That was our first date. Was me and we did the. You know how if you ever watch Rocky, the first movie, Rocky takes Adrian to the skating ring at first date. That's what me and Mrs. Our first date was at a skating ring. So let's check this one out. Griffin Park, Griffin Community Park opens new ice skating ring. Oh, okay, I think we went to they had an old Griffin Park. It got damaged in the where's this at? Endicott. Okay, yeah. It was Griffin Park ice skating ring.
Griffin.
Yeah, they got a new skating ring.
Is it new?
Yeah.
Oh.
It says where are you going? Where are you headed?
I thought you wanted to go to breakfast.
Oh, okay. I gotta end up the
Oh,
we're gonna go.
To go to breakfast?
Yeah, no, we're gonna go to that's
No, we're going to breakfast.
we're gonna go to breakfast. I gotta finish the broadcast here in a few minutes. Okay, let's see. No. Griffin Community Park opens new indoor ice skating. So that was in Endicott.
Yeah.
Griffin Park. I remember our first date was at the old Griffin Park, which got flooded out during the flood. So let's go ahead and play this.
Today, officials cut the ribbon on the new indoor ice skating rink at Griffin Community Park with the skating season kicking off. The project has been in the works for some time now, and the Endicott community is sure to enjoy it. This debut comes after a hugely popular Deck the Park event last Saturday that drew hundreds and gave families the chance to skate at Griffin for the first time in about 20 years. Today, County Executive Jason Garner announced that skating will be free for the rest of the year.
Ice skating and rentals will be completely free for the rest of 2025. Starting tomorrow night, I encourage everyone to take advantage of our free December weekends here at Griffin Community Park starting in 2026.
Now that the rink is complete, the county can start to capitalize on their revitalization efforts at the long underutilized park, which they hope will become a destination for families across Broome County to spend their time.
Everyone, starting tomorrow night, I encourage everyone.
Community.
I'm sorry, I got excited there. Let me repeat. Okay, thanks. Thank you, Liberty, for no sound. I just heard that's like, oh my God, it did it again. But I just asked the missus if she wanted to go there, and she says, hell no, I don't want to fall.
No, I can barely walk.
Okay, I got it. Thank you, Liberty. I'm back. She can barely walk now, she says. He says, we're getting, I guess we're feeling our age. I'd probably take a spin on it. And Liberty's laughing, or Tina's laughing at that. But this is the new Griffin Park. The old Griffin Park got taken out by the big flood that we had years back because it sat right along the Susquehanna. This is a beautiful facility, it looks like. Brand new. And this is in Endicott, and our first date was at a Griffin Park, the original Griffin Park. And I always remember that day. It was good because we ended up going for pizza afterwards, and the pizza place that we went to is no longer there, but it was the best pizza I had, and I left half a pizza there. And it was a great pizza. That was our first date. The first date went really good and stuff. We always reflect back on that. That's I never look back. That was back December of 1985. That's when I took the first date. They use walkers now for the elderly who skate. Okay, that's good to know, Liberty. I think I could still get on a pair of skates, but the thing of it is, to fall, I would. That's one of my fears now, is falling. As far as that goes, because when you get old, I'm just coming to the rationality, because I know a lot of friends that when they get injured, it's, especially being older, it's hard to come back and stuff like that. So that's good to know that they have walkers. Liberty said. She laughed at that one. She liked that one, Liberty. All right, let's see. We have anything on WAL? Let's go ahead and finish up here as far as that goes. And you can put knee pads on. Big Juice says, yeah, but what happens if you fall backwards? You hit the back of your head. I've hit the back of my head a couple. What's that?
We need bubble wrap.
Yeah, bubble wrap. There we go. The missus says she'd use bubble wrap. And everybody in New Jersey has a walker. Okay, Tina, that's funny. Okay, that's funny. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here to finish? I got to finish this out because she just mentioned we're going to go to breakfast. How long have we been on here for? Oh, we're coming up on 2 hours. So let's see. Let's go real quick. Anything on W channel 34? No, WENY. Okay, they had a house fire up at this is on we're going to end with this one, the house fire, I think. Let's see. Let's bring this up. House fire in Elmira South Side on WENY. This is Elmira is about 25 minutes to the west of us. And it looks like they had a full-fledged, this is another fire that, when did this happen? Thursday night. So this was last night. So let's go ahead and listen to this. Okay, that's just a video, I guess. They don't have no audio. So that's a house fire going on. That looks like an old structure. Firefighters, they're in full swing. They got air packs. Yeah, that's an old home. That home looks like it was built in the early 60s. Late 50s, early 60s. Snow on the ground. No commentator, though. It looks like they got heavy flames up in the attic area. You got some guys on air packs. They got a deck gun on the ground there. So what happened here? Firefighters in Elmira braved the cold Thursday night after a house fire in the city's south side. It happened in the 300 block of Broadway Street near Mackey Place and Partridge Street. They called for the fire. Went out at about 8 p.m. The people who called the 911 reported heard some sort of boom or explosion sound, and then they said they saw flames. So it could be a furnace. On scene, flames could be seen shooting out the uppermost level of the home, and smoke could be seen. There's no word of if anyone was hurt. So that's on WENY. Okay, I think there's an article real quick here on. Let's see. Yeah, okay, let's see what this. They don't have an article, but investigation regarding the fire is limited at this time, and updates of the story will be. So they don't have any video. They just so there was a major fire, and that looks just as bad as the one that was here in Tioga County Wednesday, as far as that goes. Okay, Penny Saver, nothing on the Penny Saver. KGB, we're going through the list. 104, 106, 93. there's nothing really of interest, folks, and stuff like that. Great news for Buffalo Bills ahead of bless you. Okay, so we'll just end on this. This is on Power 93.7. Let's see. Let's bring this up. And go get breakfast before MTS gets more hungry. Yeah, there we go. Let me just bring this up. This is from the Buffalo webpage up there where Liberty's at. And Power 93.7. They talk about the great news for Buffalo Bills this weekend ahead of the New England game. Finally, the Buffalo Bills got some good news on the injury front. The Bills will have been dealing with plenty of injuries, but it looks like one starter is set to return to the game, pivot to the Sunday's pivotal game against New England Patriots. The Bills will be getting back their protection of Josh Allen just in time for the division showdown against the New England Patriots. Spencer Brown, who plays right tackle, has missed the past 2 games, and it's good he'll be rolling in on Sunday. And on the other side of the line, Dion Dawkins will be missing from the injury report and is expected to be fully recovered from concussion and will be playing Sunday. The Bills have been without a couple of defensive players, including Captain Terry Bernard, who is still. So they've been having some injury issues, and as far as that goes, and what is it? Hopefully, with those additions on the defense, the Bills will be coming back and stuff like that. So let's see. Oh, Liberty with the snowman. That's nice. And Big Juice says, see ya, Rich. Okay, Big Juice. I'm not going to say the rest. But we're going to go ahead and end the broadcast here. We've been up for 2 hours now. I want to say thank you to Tina, our Jersey girl who was here. Tony D, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Thank you for being up here. Tim Fanforti coming in from Michigan. Let's see. Tina coming in from Central Jersey. Tina coming in from Central New Jersey, our Jersey girl. Tony D coming in from Warner Robins, Georgia. And we have Tim Fanforti coming, our resident contractor, coming in from Michigan. Thank you for being here, guys. And let's see. We had Big Juice came in from the Buckeye State of Ohio. Thank you, Big Juice. Great to have you here in the chat. And we had Liberty coming in from the Buffalo, Niagara area. Love the flags, Liberty. Thank you very much for being here and being part of the chat. Greatly appreciate there. You have a great weekend, and too, Liberty. Thank you very much. And Tina says thanks and ciao. Okay, Tina, thank you. And she says bye, all, much love, and appreciate that. So thank you for being here, and thank you for those people that were watching. Greatly appreciate that. As far as that goes, and those that are watching the replay, thank you very much. Those listening on audio, thank you also. Greatly appreciate that. And at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. Other than that, I am over on X, at Fireman Rich on X. That's my main place where I post on these social media feeds. And you can just Google at Fireman Rich. Use that search engine AI of Google, and you'll see where else I'm at. Or just look at the show notes on the particular platforms you're on and where else I'm at. I'm on Facebook and Truth Social, Blue Sky, and Light. There's like 9 different places else I'm at. But I'm primarily on X, at Fireman Rich. So I want to say thank you. And with that, we're going to go ahead and get the day started. I'm going to breakfast, folks. I'm going to take a quick shower and get going. Breakfast. The weekend's here, folks. I'm going to go have some breakfast. So with the missus. So you all have a great Friday as we start the weekend. And we'll be talking to you sometime during the weekend here, as far as I'll pop up here or there. But you all have a great one. And have a great weekend. And live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks, and thank you again as we skateboard out of here on skateboard. Take care, folks. Ciao for now.